Your head is too damn big. Every time I go to look out the window and admire the parking lot I just paid good money to have repaved, I see your impossibly stupid head blocking my view. Either do something about the size of your head, or go find a new job. I did not just spend all that money on fresh asphalt to see your seemingly omnipresent cranium. Signed, J.D. Borough. Janine! Yes, more pencils when you get a chance. Thank you. I will not tolerate any rotten rockabillys in my employ. The only rockabilly allowed on the premises is my no-good son. You will neither acknowledge nor encourage his rockabilly behavior. Do not make eye contact and do not speak to him. Signed, J.D. Borough, CEO. Janine, the pencils! I am the only son of a bitch in this company allowed to swim in the soup vats. Nobody else. I can swim in the soup vats whenever I damn well please because this is my soup company. If you don't like that, go ahead and start your own soup company. Signed, J.D. Borough, CEO of my damn soup company. Whoever told that idiot Russ Studebaker to add more potatoes to the mix better come forward immediately. I know Russ is not smart enough to come up with an idea like this, so one of you must be to blame. Potatoes are not cheap, and until the culprit fesses up, I'm deducting the cost of the extra potatoes from everyone's pay. Next time you will think twice before giving Russ Studebaker any bright ideas. And Russ Studebaker is now fired. Clean out your desk. Signed, J.D. Borough, CEO. I am hereby disbanding the company football team because my talents as quarterback are going to waste. I am not throwing those textbook perfect spirals to where you are, but to where you should be. If you were any good, you would be there to catch them and score a touchdown. In my days, being fired was called being sacked, and since you, Roger James, allowed me to get sacked in the game, you are now sacked from your job. The following employees can also clean out their desks. Gary Belvedere, Louise, Calhoun, Short Charlie, Mike Grimes, Jake Wadley, Bruce Buchanan, Chester Dunn, Mitch Blart, Rick Hamsworth, and Bob Ulrich. Signed, J.D. Borough, CEO. Janine! How many times have I told you not to walk in the way of my passes? Christmas time is here, and it is time to celebrate. All Christian employees will receive a promissory soup bond good for 1 case of Bear Cave Soup Company soup once it matures in 10 years' time. The rest of you can ask whatever pagan god you worship to give you a bonus, because I sure as hell do not give a damn. Merry Christmas, J.D. Borough, CEO. I heard a rumor that those bastards at Royal Manor are developing some kind of double corn formula for their soups. You sons of bitches better have answers on why we didn't think of this first. I don't need to tell you how important it is that we find a way to produce double corn ourselves. Get your pinhead researchers on the case and get me some results, or clear out your goddamn desks so I can have space to hire a more respectable group of soup engineers. Make this your top priority. Signed, J.D. Borough, CEO. Brick, I cannot tell you how disappointed I am with you right now. It's been a whole 2 days, and you have not delivered me with a working double corn soup formula. I guess you're content with the idea that Royal Mariner will put us out of business, and your stupid children will starve like rats in the street, assuming your wife does not turn to prostitution to make ends meet. Double corn is the future of souping, and we better be able to deliver. You have 72 hours to save your job, your children, and the dignity of your wife. The same goes for all your underlings. Best wishes, J.D. Borough, CEO. Brick Linehouse and his R&D team are working for the future of our company. If even one of you rat-faced imbeciles so much as pestered Brick or his team, there will be mass firings. However, if you see Brick or his team not working on saving this company, you have my permission to spit and hiss at them. If I find out that none of you are spitting or hissing at Brick and his team, you're all as good as gold. Signed, J.D. Boroff, CEO. Janine! Memo! I just tried your double corn prototype. Good job meeting expectations, but I damn well expected you to exceed them. I just got off the horn with Bert Tallahassee over at Royal Manor. That rotten SOP called to brag about how they were shipping double corn chowder right now. If we ship your measly concoction, we would look like a bunch of lousy Johnny-come-latelys. Go back to the drawing board and deliver me something I could sell. Deliver me triple corn. I'm calling Bert Tallahassee back to give him the scare of his life, so don't you let me down. Signed, J.D. Boroff, CEO. Brick, you just made me look like an idiot in front of Bert Tallahassee. He says that Royal Mariner will have triple corn by the end of the week. For your insubordination, I'm firing one member of your team. Let's go with Miles McGinley. That needle-nosed idiot is always questioning the sanitary conditions of the soup yards. You better well be on your way to completing a quadruple corn formula, and you better have it on my desk by Monday. Signed, J.D. Boroff. P.S. Happy birthday.
Oh no! Save me, Mr. Boroff! Only a quadruple corn formula can save me from Royal Mariner!
No, my triple corn will stop you, Boroff, because I'm Bert Tallahassee. Rah, 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 rah.
Stop right there, Tallahassee. Put her down.
Oh, Mr. Boroff, you're so strong, and your soups are so much better than Bert Tallahassee.
Brick, I don't want your team to be short-handed right now, so I hired a new employee to replace Miles McGinley. My no-good rockabilly son will be taking his place and working with you and the boys down in R&D. Don't bother thanking me, because the only words I want to hear come out of your stupid mouth are,
"Oh, I've done it, boss."
And for God's sakes, don't even tell me that. Tell it to all Charlie, and he will tell me. Don't you ever speak to me directly, Brick. Signed, J.D. Boroff. Get out of my office. Have you already forgotten the memo I sent out last August about my rockabilly son? You must have, because otherwise you would know that no one in my employ is supposed to talk or speak to my idiot son ever. This rule will remain in place until he quits being a rockabilly nitwit and grows up. I'm docking everyone in R&D's pay from yesterday since you all failed to follow official company protocol. Signed, J.D. Boroff, CEO. I don't want to hear excuses. I don't care about your corn containment system breach or your kernel entanglement problems. Are you telling me that there's no way to add more corn to the mixture? Is that what you're saying, Brick? Because that is something a no-good Nancy boy would say. Don't tell me why it's not working, because I could have any number of geniuses come in and do your job in a heartbeat. Do you want that? Do you want your kids lining up in the streets of New York City, hustling to survive? No more whiny excuses about,
the soup fat density is reaching critical mass.
Because you can bet Bert Tallahassee over at Royal Mariner is getting real results from his boys. Signed, J.D. Boroff. P.S. My deepest sympathies upon the death of your father. Brick, I asked you to invent me a quadruple corn formula. You tell me you invented an endless energy source? What the hell am I supposed to do with that? Tell Bert Tallahassee our lights will never grow out? I don't care how much energy you can generate by splitting kernels, because we are a goddamn soup company, and we make goddamn soup. Get back to work, and just so we stay ahead of Bert and his boys, you damn well better quintuple the amount of corn. I don't care how you get it done, but your team is crossing the quadruple corn barrier. End of story. Signed, J.D. Boroff. I just tasted your quintuple corn chowder formula, and I'm still tasting chowder. Take out some of the damn chowder and put more corn in it. As for your memo earlier today, no, you may not take the rest of the week off. I don't care if Cade Boatmore died in an explosion. With the exception of my idiot son, this company employs only grown-ups. If you can't be man enough to work through tragedy, then you better tell your kids to start practicing their hustling skills. Cade died doing what he loved, doing a half-assed job. Get back to work and forget about Cade. Signed, J.D. Boroff. Do not think for 1 second that I don't realize what you've done here. You showed an awful lot of gumption coming in here and slamming that can of octuple corn chowder down on my desk. You took a regular can of corn and put a new label on it. That is the kind of forward thinking I pay you for. May not be soup, but goddamn it'll put hair on a Girl Scout's chest. And for fuck's sake, break double the size of the cans so that our idiot consumers can see it all the way in the cereal aisle. Bert Tallahassee is going to look like one huge buffoon at the upcoming Soup and Broth Expo next month in Houston. Signed, J.D. Boroff, CEO.